Please come in. You're right on time. The door only opens when the clock strikes midnight. Georgia and Hannah are preparing to broadcast from the belfry. Just like this old bell tower, they have many stories to tell. Some old and some new. Follow me up these stairs, but mind your step. Ah, they're waiting for you.
My God. Georgia, it turns out, is actually... Don't.
Recording in progress.
Georgia is going to start an ASMR YouTube account where she's just going to talk and, like, say random shit. She's just going to cuss. And actually, you would be really good at, like, talking shit on men.
Oh, yeah. People who, like, post TikToks about how they just made $500 from sending a shitty message to a man. I'm like,
and how do I... he's a piece of shit. And
how do I get involved in this? I will come up with the most creative insults. Like, where do I sign up?
You'd be so good at it.
Where the fuck do I sign up?
You gotta start Googling for that shit, man.
I know. Like, Google...
You'd make so much money. You would have to, like, set up a lot of, like, safety things, though.
Yeah.
So no one have, like, finds you and kills you or something.
Have a whole side social media account thing.
Yeah. A separate... You use a VPN so no one can track your IP address.
Yeah. Thanks, Norton VPN.
NordVPN. We are not sponsored by NordVPN.
We should be.
We could be.
Now, if I'm gonna insult men for a living.
Yeah, I could change VPNs. I don't care.
I mean, we do have a VPN ready to go, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pre-installed. Hey, come here. Stop being a dick. See? If I said that to a man,
$500, boom.
So easy.
Just imagine all of the times you think, like, in your head, like, insults about people.
Oh, you mean my constant internal monologue?
Yeah. For every sentence, if you made, like, $100, you would be rich.
Like, every time, how many times? Like, at least once a week, I text you, this guy, I was just walking down the street and this fucking guy cut me off.
Yeah. What a bitch. I hate men.
Ugh. Literally, what I say to my kitten, you dumb slut, what are you doing? A man would pay money to hear that.
Yeah. A man would absolutely pay money to be called a slut. Are you kidding?
Come here, say hello.
With, like, the most vitriol and just poison in your voice. I want to hear it.
I was so excited that her and Luna had the exact same coloring, but her eyes are getting more yellow.
Oh. So I want to continue our trip post World War II. In the 1950s.
Whee! The atomic age!
In summer of 1955, amateur paleontologist Francis Tully was exploring the spoil piles of a coal mine just south of Chicago, searching for the 308 million year old Mason Creek nodules that often contained fossils. Mason Creek is a kind of rock, by the way.
Nerd.
He spotted one that had split open, revealing its contents, and knew that he had found something strange and different. Unusual. Inside
and unusual.
Was a soft-bodied organism that had a strange set of anatomical traits that did not fit clearly into any animal group. After
was me.
taking it was you, the what was it called? The soft-bodied organism
Soft-bodied
with an
organism.
unusual set of anatomical traits.
Yep, that
That's
sounds
you.
right. Yep.
After taking the fossil to the Field Museum in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
researchers dived right in to try and figure out this puzzle of a specimen. It's described as having two huge eyes attached to stalks protruding from either side of its body, a claw-like mouth at the end of a proboscis, two prodigious posterior fins, and a broad tail fin.
Cool.
This Tully monster, soft-bodied animal, is preserved as outlines and in flattened forms in nodules of ironstone all over Illinois. It lived in the ocean that covered much of Illinois during the Pennsylvanian period, which is about 300.
Wait, how big was it, by the way?
How big was it?
Yeah.
Uh, oh my God, I don't even have that in here. Um, it was larger than like a human hand.
Okay.
Um,
But
but
not like a human body.
no. Like it was closer to that of like a garter snake, I think,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
in like slenderness, I think.
Okay.
Pennsylvanian period, it was probably an active swimming carnivore.
Aw.
The flexible body was probably round or oval in cross section. It may have been segmented, but some recent studies suggest that it was not. And the tail had horizontal fins and a dorsal fin, all of them which were triangular. The
Mm-hmm.
Tully monster looks unlike any kind of creature that has been discovered in Illinois. Some uh equate it to, or some think that it's an early ancestor to lampreys, which are those
Ew.
weird eel-like things that just have like the freaking mouth thing, like yeah, like suction. It's not even suction, yeah, like mouth hole thing
Yeah, a
at
mouth
one end.
hole with crazy rows of disgusting teeth.
Yeah,
Ugh.
like it's fish and also eel and also lamprey and also this and that and blah blah blah. The Tully
Gross.
monster looks like a work of science fiction, which may explain why cryptozoologists have become enamored by this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Cryptozoologists have often connected the Tully monster to the infamous Loch Ness monster.
Slay.
This connection came to a peak in 1968 when Nessie journalist Frederick Ted Holliday published a book called The Great Orm of Loch Ness, connecting the
Oh.
Tully monster to Scotland's infamous monster. Other aquatic cryptids, such as the European lindworm, have also been associated with the Tully monster.
Lindworm, huh?
Well, it's yeah, lindworm. I'm almost positive it just means landworm, but yeah,
Oh, isn't there one called like the Totzel worm or something as well?
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
One belief is that this animal may have survived into the 21st century, living in lakes and rivers and rearing its head
Hell
every
yeah.
now and again just to give tourists a good scare. According to those who support this hypothesis that it is still alive today, the Tully monstrum's proboscis might be mistaken for the plesiosaurid head and neck, so often reported by eyewitnesses in
Oh,
Loch Ness.
interesting.
They further claim that the submarine shape of the Tully monstrum's body, along with its flippers, only serve to complete this picture of the prototypical lake monster.
Yeah, so the fossils are small, but Nessie is big.
Yeah, Nessie is big. I'm gonna go.
But so they're just like cousins,
Yeah.
theoretically, obviously,
Um,
or like same evolutionary kind of
okay. I
what we were
just
talking about.
double checked. They probably reached up to lengths of 14 inches, but the
Okay.
smallest individuals recovered were about 8 centimeters or 3.1 inches long.
Oh,
Just a little guy.
I wonder if I could crochet one.
Oh,
That'd
I
be
mean,
so cute.
you, yeah, you could probably find a pattern.
I mean, they have like Nessie patterns. I bet it'd be easy enough to.
Yeah, it is also the state fossil of Illinois.
It is.
And it's on the
I
U-Haul trucks in Illinois too.
forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Um, what leg monster? The Tully monster's cryptid status likely peaked in the 1960s due to an elaborate hoax after
shocker.
Field Museum paleontologist Eugene Richardson described Tully monstrum in 1966. He received multiple letters from Kenya describing a creature eerily similar to the Tully monster. The letters, which came from a vast demographic including school children and retired colonels, all described a dancing worm with a long snout and a bite fatal to humans living in the Turkana County of Kenya.
Okay.
The correspondence was so credible that Richardson considered launching expeditions to find the dancing worm of Turkana. Fortunately, or rather unfortunately for us, the hoax was uncovered before an expedition could be launched. It turned out that the letters were all courtesy of one man, Dr. Brian Patterson, the former curator of vertebrate paleontology at the Field Museum, who was once a close friend of Richardson's. Patterson knew of Richardson's research at the time and used a man on the inside at the Field Museum to execute the prank and ensure that Richardson didn't actually go through with his expedition. And
Okay.
the icing on the cake came in 1968 when Patterson sent Richardson a photo of himself in hunting attire holding a freshly caught Tully monster. And that picture is
Like
online.
classical, like fisherman style.
Yeah. And it's so obvious that he basically just took a picture of him posing and then colored on the picture.
Oh
It's so
my
funny.
God.
I know.
What is it with these guys who are supposed to be professionals making
I,
these hoaxes? Like, do
he
your
did it
fucking job.
fully to be silly.
Okay,
Um,
well, that's fair, I guess.
good. I mean, luckily for what's his name? Patterson, Richardson had a really good sense of humor
Yeah,
about the prank. He eventually published a book, a short book about the whole thing in 1969 about how he was
nice.
duped and like all of the correspondence and the picture and like his
Yeah.
plans to go on an expedition.
God,
And I
that would stress
believe
me out so much.
in the book he also said like these are the reasons why a Tully monster would probably not be in Kenya.
Yeah.
Like he kind of used that as like irrefutable proof.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
There have been many instances of fossils being misidentified as mythological creatures or cryptids or the like. In AD 73, Pliny the Elder.
Oh, fucking, it's Plenty's
I
back.
know, he's back. Well, there's Pliny the Elder and the Younger we've talked about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've talked more about the elder.
Yeah, I've talked about Pliny the Younger.
And this
He
is Pliny the
described,
Elder.
it is, yes.
Okay.
He described in a volume of Historia Naturalis about stones that resembled petrified human tongues, which
Oh.
folklorists believed to have fallen from the sky during lunar eclipses, and they called them glossopetrae, or tongue stones. The purported tongues were later believed in the 20th century Maltese tradition to have belonged to serpents that Paul the Apostle Paul the Apostle had turned to stone.
Paul the Impossible. Fucking
Paul
men.
the Impossible. Serpents that he turned to stone, and they were given anti-venom powers by him.
Okay.
Glossopetrae reappeared throughout Europe in the late 19th all the way through the 16th century literature, ascribed with more supernatural properties that cured a variety of poisons and such.
It's like giving anti-Medusa vibes? Medusa vibes? The opposite of Medusa
I
vibes?
don't know, man. The true nature of the glossopetrae was first considered in 1515, was discussed, but the earliest scientific argument was made in 1616 by Fabio Colonna, who published an illustration.
Cool name.
I got a lot of them this time, dude.
Fabio, let's go.
He published an illustration of a Maltese glossopetrae next to a great white shark tooth.
Oh.
In 1833 or sometime between 1833 and 1843, Swiss naturalist Louis Agassiz gave the name megalodon, giant tooth, to the stones, which are now known to be the fossilized teeth of Odotus carcharocles megalodon, a massive shark that fed on whales and other large marine animals millions of years ago, or thousands of years ago. I'm pretty sure the megalodon lasted for a long time.
Did you watch that movie?
The Meg? Hell no.
Yeah, me neither.
Hell no. What the fuck?
I couldn't even remember what it was called. I'm glad you know what I was talking about.
Yeah. I think there was a second one too. Obviously, didn't watch that one either. Dinosaur fossils in China have been mistaken for dragons, and even called dragon bones by some. And they've been used for traditional medicine. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before.
When we talked about dragons? No way.
Yes. In Europe, dinosaur fossils were also believed to be from giants and other biblical creatures. And that's when the first dinosaur fossils were recognized in the early 19th century, with the name dinosaur, terrible lizard, being coined by Sir Richard Owen in 1842. That's when they were like official. The Thunder Horse legend arose from occasional discoveries by the Sioux Nation of huge fossilized bones, which were usually discovered after being washed up out of the ground during heavy rainstorms in the plains, in the northern plains. Unable to explain their origin, but aware of their appearance's coincidence with rain, the Sioux assumed that these were the earthbound remains of some immense storm-engendered sky beast.
Cool.
According to Sioux legends coming from Nebraska and South Dakota, thunder is the sound produced by the impact of its hooves when it leaps down from the skies to the ground during violent storms. And while on Earth, it also uses its hooves to slay bison. The fossilized bones were unfortunately later determined to be from an enormous rhinoceros-like ungulate, standing 8 foot tall at the shoulder and belonging to an extinct family of horse-related perissodactyls, aptly called Titanotheres.
Arguably cooler.
Arguably cooler name.
Like the fact that this is a thing that exists.
I know.
It's just cool.
Sick as hell. mean, there was a ton of megafauna in the United States.
Yeah.
Ugh. The thunder horse existed roughly 35 million years ago during the late Eocene epoch. It had a massive V-shaped projection on its nasal bones, most closely resembling the horn-like structures of giraffes, like how they
Oh, yeah.
stick
Okay.
out in that fashion. But it was on its nose. It was like right on its face. When this creature's remains were examined during the 1870s by American paleontologist Othniel Charles Marsh,
Uh-huh.
that's a good Call of Cthulhu name. Othniel
Uh-huh.
is spelled Othniel.
Off, like Neil, but with off in front of it.
Iel
Oh,
is yeah.
I-E-L. Yeah.
So like
Neil
Gabriel,
spelled wrong
yeah.
with off in front of it.
It's a very like angelic archangel kind of name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I wonder where that came from.
So when he examined the remains, he was inspired by the Thunder Horse legend to name it Brontotherium or Thunder Beast.
Cool.
So that is indigenous history enshrined into
Yeah.
scientific naming. You're
Cool.
going to know this one. The so-called Magdeburg unicorn first appeared. Do you not know about this?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, go Google a picture immediately.
Okay.
Magde Berg
Magde Berg
unicorn.
unicorn.
You got to see a picture of this thing. It's so derpy and bad.
It's so cute.
Isn't it like one of the greatest things you've ever seen?
I mean, I know that it's supposed to be big, but if that were like it
If
looks
it
like
were
a
real,
it looks like a giant guinea pig
yeah, it does.
with a unicorn.
With a unicorn.
Oh my God. I wish
Yeah.
this was real.
I know. I know. I
Ugh.
know. Oh my God. So it first appeared in 1663 with the discovery of remains of a woolly rhinoceros, a
Huh.
prehistoric cold climate megafauna that roamed throughout Asia and Europe as early as 500,000 years ago.
Huh.
It was unearthed at Soweckenberg, a German steppe known to contain Ice Age fossils. Since
There's a lot of cool stuff in Germany,
there
honestly.
so is,
Looking
there's
at you,
so much.
Neanderthals.
Looking at you, Neanderthals. Oh gosh. Well, there is the Cheddar Man. He's cool
Yeah, Cheddar Man is
in
cool. I mean, there's a lot
England.
of cool stuff in England too.
Yeah, but Germany's got cool stuff.
Germany's got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
Germany's got a lot of cool stuff that's more known than the cool stuff in Britain.
yeah.
Um, but I do really like that book that I have. This is off topic. That Ancestors: The History of Britain in Seven Burials.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend.
I'm sure there are similar books
Yeah, I'm sure
about
there are.
Germany. Uh, since the woolly rhino was not yet described by science, Prussian naturalist Otto von Guericke
Oh no.
drew the most logical conclusion based on the evidence. It's obviously a unicorn.
Obviously.
Around 1668, so 5 years after it was discovered, von Guericke allegedly created the bone assemblage that today stands on display at the Museum of Natural History Magdeburg.
I would go to Germany just to see this.
Me too, dude.
It's so
Like,
cute.
I know they have a ton of fossils just in various natural history museums in Germany.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that has to be like a priority spot.
Like I just want to snuggle up like Right
It's
in its
so
armpit.
derpy. It's so stupid looking.
And it'd probably be like it's got like that kind of bison kind of nose, you know, like
Yeah.
the big nostrils, and you just
Yeah.
kind of imagine it like when
Yeah.
it breathes. Ugh, it would be so cozy to take a nap
I
on.
know. A big woolly mammoth. Or excuse
Oh,
me, not woolly mammoth, woolly rhino.
I can't believe I didn't know that this existed.
I know, I can't believe it either, but I'm
Especially with
so happy to introduce it to you.
Shannon and his like fossil autism.
That's true. You'll have to ask him if
I know.
he's
He
heard
should
of
make
this.
one of these.
He should. He could make it, but like put skin and fat and muscle on it and like make it a thing. Make it a real
Yeah.
unicorn.
Like life size.
Oh my god.
It's so big.
And you could like thread like fake
Oh,
fur through it so you could have an
I
actual.
just
Oh my gosh, you're wearing your natural history
I just
shirt.
realized I'm wearing my Natural History Museum
Holy
shirt.
crap.
Oh, look at that.
What a time to be alive.
Okay, I'm gonna text him. You need to make. Can't wait. I'll forget. You need to make. I already texted him saying you should make a Tully monster.
Hell yeah.
Never mind. You should make.
A life-size Magdeburg unicorn. My face hurts from smiling.
Okay. Let's see what he says. I just opened the picture back up because I like look. I feel like I need
It's like
a
it's
photo of it like by my
nice. Like
desk.
I know it really just sparks joy.
Like, yeah, look at that guy.
Look at him. He's chilling. Oh my god. So it was kind of dramatically claimed to be one of the worst fossil reconstructions in history. And it is slightly unclear whether the assemblage was an earnest reflection of his hypothesis, von Guericke's hypothesis,
Mm-hmm.
or a kind of pre-internet meme perpetuated by this other scientist, Gottfried Leibniz,
Right. Okay.
who full like doubled, tripled down on the fact that this had to be it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some other creatures, which were not necessarily discovered through the fossil record, have been considered monsters or cryptids all across the globe.
Hmm.
Until 1910, stories of a giant lizard on the island of Komodo in Indonesia were laughed at by any respectable scientists who knew a thing or two about lizards.
Joke's on them.
Lieutenant Stein van Hansbroek caught and killed one,
Oh my God.
but explorer W. Douglas Burden, yeah, Burden, like I'm a burden to my parents type shit.
Yeah, well, he's a man, so.
Yeah. He wasn't happy with examining just a dead specimen and decided to travel to the island to capture a live one for himself. He
Goddamn.
returned to New York City with a few dead specimens and not one, but two live Komodo dragons.
Oh my God.
The dragons were put on display at the Bronx Zoo, and they were what inspired Miriam C. Cooper to write the classic King Kong, the 1933 King Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that that's why there are lizard people in the crocodile people in the New Orleans or New York sewers. This
Very
seems like
possibly, yes.
the origin story. Hey, stop it. Don't
It
eat
could
that.
be. We don't know. Who's
Don't
to
eat
say?
that. That's not for eating.
If
You're so stupid.
if any of you have never seen a picture of or in person, if you've never seen a platypus, it'd be easy to
Oh my
believe that it's
God.
Photoshop of a
Yeah.
duck, an otter, and a beaver put together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
they look
zebra.
so weird.
If you've never seen a zebra, you'd be like, someone painted stripes on that
Like, what are
fucking
you doing
donkey.
to this freaking horse donkey thing? Naturalists, scientists, and most Europeans in the 18th century didn't believe such a creature could exist. The second governor of New South Wales, Captain John Hunter, sent a pelt and sketch of a platypus to various European scientists to determine its nature. In 1798, shortly after one was discovered,
Wait till they find out they lay eggs. Oh my God.
zoologists, anatomist, ethologist, and physician Robert Knox, Jesus Christ, was convinced it was a hoax and that the pelt was made by an Asian taxidermist.
Wait, what year was this?
1798.
Is this the same? Is this the same Robert Knox? Hold on. Hold on. This was in Edinburgh. 97. I just want to know if this is the same Robert Knox. It says the anatomist Robert Knox in Edinburgh. It is the same Robert Knox.
Holy shit.
From Burke and Hare. The Burke and Hare's body snatching murder spree.
Oh shit, yeah.
He's the one that was in on it.
Yo, this
He's
is crazy.
the one that they sold the murder victims to.
Oh my god.
It's still happening. We haven't talked about Robert Knox since like the very beginning of season 1.
Yeah.
Here
Holy
he's back.
shit.
That's awesome. Okay. Sorry, I needed to know.
It's okay. He convinced botanist and zoologist George Shaw, who at the time believed the platypus could be real, but he had his doubts, to take scissors to the pelt to look for stitches.
Oh my god.
It was only several years later, after many, many expeditions, that the platypus was finally proven to be real.
Oh my god.
I know.
They're like chasing them down.
Yeah.
Murdering platypi just to prove that they're real.
Poor Perry.
Jesus Christ. Men are idiots. All right.
Also known as the forest giraffe, the okapi is a blend of zebra, donkey, deer, and antelope. Yet, its closest genetic link is giraffes. Europeans in the 18th and 19th centuries called this animal the African unicorn. Of course, Central Africans knew the okapi existed, since these animals inhabit the Ituri forest in Central Africa. But because okapi are rarely seen and extremely hard to find, they were classified as a cryptid for many years. Until 1901, Sir Harry Johnston, so close to Harry Johnson, so close. Just get rid of that T, buddy. Sir Harry Johnston found an okapi skeleton and skin and sent it off to the British Museum, where it was classified as a new species.
Yeah, I remember seeing the okapi at the St. Louis Zoo in July and being like, I don't remember these things ever existing.
I think I remember seeing them at the Columbus Zoo, maybe.
Yeah.
It might have been Cleveland though. I can't remember.
I mean, they are pretty fucking weird looking.
They look so freaky. Yeah. They're like, where? How did you? How are you? What?
Yeah, they're definitely derpy in their own right.
Many European explorers thought that gorillas were monster-like. The first attributed sighting of a gorilla by a non-African was made in the 5th century BC by Greek explorer Hanno.
Wow.
Most scientists today believe Hanno was describing either chimpanzees or baboons from his account. However, his interpreters called the creatures that he saw gorilla.
Oh, interesting.
Or gorillae, like AE. Multiple gorillae. My dad just texted me.
Good night, Steve.
Another explorer, Andrew Battelle, recounted seeing human-like monsters visit his campfire every morning after he left for the day. Of course, he had to mention that they didn't know how to put more wood on the fire to keep it going. Okay.
Okay.
Gorillas remained cryptids until 1847 when Thomas Savage found gorilla bones in Liberia.
Okay.
Well, this says Libera. I think that's incorrect. I think I was typing too fast.
Libera.
Libera. He, alongside Harvard anatomist Jeffries Wyman, wrote a formal description of the new species, calling it gorilla gorilla. A decade later,
That's right.
anthropologist Paul du Chaillu hunted live gorillas in order to obtain specimens to be analyzed.
Yay.
One gorilla species, the mountain gorilla, or gorilla beringei, stayed a cryptid until 1902 when German Captain Robert von Berigny first identified one. Berigny.
Gay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Many people still consider the giant squid to be a cryptid.
Hell yeah.
Similar to most cryptids, which tend to live in habitats that are difficult for humans to find. Giant squids live in the deep ocean. There is no place on Earth that is harder to explore than the deep ocean.
It's just a tiny squid.
Oh, tiny squid. The first images of a giant squid were taken in 2004 by researchers in Japan. And in 2006, scientists from Japan's National Science Museum caught a live 24-foot female giant squid. Even now, every so often, there's another news report of a dead giant squid washing ashore. So even though some people consider it to be a hoax, the evidence is pretty clear.
Well, and that's not even counting the colossal squid, which we talked about when we talked about squid before. What was it, like only 4 of them have ever been recorded, and like 2 of them are just from their beaks being found in whales.
Yeah. It's like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. This is not, what would you call megafauna, but like aquatic megafish? Isn't that, I feel like we should know this because the blue whale is mega. Blue whale is the biggest animal on the damn planet.
When they're aquatic. Marine megafauna or freshwater megafauna, depending on what type of water they listen to, they live in.
Well, whales do listen to the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megafauna are blah blah blah. Or extinct Pleistocene megafauna. Megafauna are large animals, the term typically referring to extant large mammals like elephants or giraffes, or extinct Pleistocene megafauna such as mammoths and saber-toothed cats. Giant sloths.
Oh god.
Dire wolves.
Yeah.
Woolly rhinoceroses.
Yes, we just talked about that. That was
Yeesh.
The unicorn.
Yeesh. Seabirds, sea turtles, and sharks to whales the length of commercial airplanes. Marine megafauna. Yep.
Okay. I learned something today.
Now we know.
Bondigezu is one of the ancestral spirits of the Moni people in Western Papua New Guinea. Its ties to Western Papua New Guinea mythology made the Bondigezu a cryptid for decades. It wasn't until the 1980s that Tim Flannery, an Australian scientist, took the first picture of a Bondigezu. Mr. Flannery identified the animal as a tree-dwelling marsupial that looked like a tiny man.
Oh.
It has black and white fur and even walks around on 2 legs. Unfortunately, the Bondigezu is on the endangered species list.
Okay. So
So it might be even harder to find if it's
So is it a
going away.
type of primate?
It's a marsupial,
A
tree-dwelling
marsupial, okay.
marsupial. Black and white fur. So
Like a lemur, kind of?
I didn't even find a picture of it, but I in my head I imagined a raccoon that was
How
the
do you
a
how do you
possum.
spell it?
Bondegezou.
Oh, it's also called a dingiso.
Mm.
Dingiso? Kangaroo species!
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Speaking of kangaroos. Oh yeah, that's pretty lit. Yeah, I like that.
That kind of looks like Luna when she stands up on her
Oh my
back
god.
feet.
The first description of a kangaroo was made by Amerigo Vespucci in 1499
That guy.
when he was traveling along the southern coast of Australia. He described it as a monstrous beast with the head of a fox, the hands of a man, the tail of a monkey, and a bag that is used to carry its young. In 1629, Francisco Pelsaert captured a kangaroo, but it died on his voyage. It
I
wasn't
can't imagine
until,
why.
yeah, for real. It wasn't until Sir Joseph Banks rediscovered the kangaroo on Captain Cook's voyage in 1770 that the kangaroo changed from myth to an actual species.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking hate that guy. Honestly, if that's how you're describing a king, I guess I can understand why you would say those things about a kangaroo, but is that actually what a kangaroo looks like? No.
head of a fox, hands of a man, tail of a monkey, I don't agree with, and a
No.
bag to carry its young.
That's
I
not
think that the fox head thing,
no.
no, not really. I mean, it has like the long snout, right? That's really the only thing that is like the
Yeah.
same. Hands of a man, I will say, I
Yeah.
don't know if you've
That's
seen kangaroo hands and arms, but holy shit,
yeah.
it's
That's
kind of freaky.
that's fair, but I still wouldn't describe it that way. I
No.
don't
Like
and
trying to compare it to
a
other shit.
a bag to carry it like that makes it sound like it
Yeah.
has a fucking like Santa bag that it's like throwing
Yeah,
over
or
its
like a
shoulder.
purse.
Like no.
Yeah.
Of course anything described like that is gonna sound fucking horrifying.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that we could turn any newly
We should
found fossil or skeletal remains into a monster or a cryptid.
I mean we should make this a game. Here's
We
a
could.
regular animal. Describe it in a way that makes it sound like it's fake.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine if humans looked entirely different and one day we just found a human skeleton? We would be like, holy shit, this is crazy. What is this? It's a
Yeah.
monster. I'm sure that is what some people throughout time have felt when finding like hominid remains. They're like, it
Yeah.
looks like me, but not really,
Yeah.
until people started wanting to look for a missing link.
The missing link.
Throwback to several episodes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to like think of how I would I'm trying to think of an animal I could describe to sound absolutely fucking unhinged. But it's just
Um,
a pigeon or something.
what about like a panda bear?
Oh, I love pandas.
Me too.
Or a raccoon. They could have the hands of a man, a tiny man
Yeah. A raccoon, a a fat black and gray fox
that walks on two legs.
that walks on two legs with the personality of, you know, an entitled man. Like, I'm just gonna eat all your shit and you can't do anything about it, so I'm gonna
Oh,
hiss and scream at you. For those of you listening, what what do you think would be a funny little description for an animal? Like a pigeon or a raccoon or a panda bear. or a frog or a whatever. Because there are some things that you can compare to other animals, like certain traits. But there's some things that it's like, I don't really know how to describe this if I'm trying to make comparisons to other things. Like I
Yeah.
need to invent new language for what this freak's got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
that's
think about it. I'm gonna think about it all night.
I kind of went on a bit of a not like a tangent, like a spiral from Tully Monster to now.
Yeah,
Right?
that's okay.
But I was like, this fossil is so weird. Let's look at other fossils that are weird. I mean,
Other weird fossils.
that was sort of the topic of this episode, but I kind of just went crazy with it. Okay, we hope you enjoyed the episode.
This tiny squid says bye.
Hope your Halloween was good. Yeah.
Halloween.
Well, that concludes this week's broadcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you wish to stay in touch, reach out to us at broadcastfromthebelfry@gmail.com or stalk us on Instagram at broadcastfromthebelfry. Again, I hope you've enjoyed our little show. Please rate and review. And until next week, stay spooky.